Please turn up your volume and welcome to eVision Live with Dr. Alexandra Kleberg.
And Dietrich Busaka, and welcome to a healthy, long, fulfilled, happy life.
And a special eVision Live from Sardinia on the theme of Forever Young. We already started last time with the theme of the archetype of youth, and today it's about the theme of longevity.
Yes, and that you might call also the archetype of wisdom, which is also very important. I think the archetype of youth is very important for the body, for the brain to get new ideas, to be excited, to be enthused, to be inspirited. And the archetype of wisdom has something else to say.
So today from Sardinia, hopefully the technology is not in way because we don't have everything along with us here. We are outside today. I hope so the sound will nevertheless be fine. So please turn up your volume to the maximum. If you
And
don't,
we have a beautiful ocean, and we have a palm tree, and we have lots of greens all around, and a
the
lot of
mountains
herbs.
on the other side, you don't see them now, but these mountains are very special here on Sardinia, and they're very important for this kind of centenaries, people which are getting 100 and even more than 100 years old, which is one of the concentration zones of such old people here in Europe, at
Yes,
least.
it's a place where the oldest people in Europe live and where they die healthy.
And this is a very special thing. So there are other blue zones in the world. Where are they?
They researched about old age and the environment and the mindset and so forth, and they found out 5 blue zones.
Mm-hmm.
One is an island in Japan,
Okinawa.
another is an island in Greece,
In Greece.
then there is Sardinia, then there's Costa Rica, and there is Loma Linda in
Yes.
California, which is not an
And
island.
Costa Rica also a specific semi-island
Yes.
there.
But Loma Linda is a town, and it's not an island, and people there still live to be very, very old.
Yes, but
But-
a special community there, a special Adventist
Yes.
community, I would say, and they are living a little bit in the island in the city.
Yes, but let's talk about Sardinia today. That's why we came here, to study the country, to study the old people, to study the environment, and to study the mindset.
Yes. Yesterday we have seen some old people, and for me what was remarkable was that there were old ladies, very old ladies, beyond 80s, that were sitting outside, and some doing some knitting, some
And
stitching,
embroidery,
and they were, and we looked at them, and they were laughing. It was a quite quiet, nice atmosphere, and yes. The other thing is here that they're living in the mountains, many
Yes.
of these old people.
The very old people which they research, they live in the mountains, and the men are going with sheep. They are shepherds, and they are outside quite a lot of time. And what is very amazing is that these people there, they get very old, and the men get as old as the women.
This is strange, but
Yes.
normally the average age of lifespan of men is normally something like 5-6 years less than for
Below,
women.
yes, and here it's equal, and they didn't really find a reason for that. They said women are quite emancipated because the men were with the sheep most of the year, and they did political stuff, they did socializing, networking, they have little firms and so forth, but they don't really know. At least I didn't find an answer to that.
Mhm.
But that's amazing. So if
Yeah.
you're men, come to Sardinia.
Yes, and well, we watched also, we were in this little bar, this cafe there, and they had a list of their centenaries which they were celebrating, and of their birthdays there.
Yes, and they have a lot of old pictures in bars with their grandparents and great grandparents. So it seems that they're really cared for or they're really honored for their age, which is very important too.
Yeah. Another reason why we're here in Sardinia is because we are attending next week, or this week rather, already a congress in southern Sardinia about longevity organized by Mindvalley, where some of the researchers and filmmakers who were working on this theme will be present and discuss their findings.
So hopefully we will tell you more about that then. But right now we're talking about these 5 blue zones, especially Sardinia, and the 9 aspects which they
so
found.
which are the lessons that we can draw from these 5 blue zones?
Dan Bittner, who did the research or who organized the research, says there were 9 aspects for that. Some might not be that interesting for me as a psychologist, so we just focus on the psychological themes or the embodimental psychological themes. And the first one, and I think it's very, very, very important, it's natural movement. So
natural movement is, what does it mean? Just what is the difference between
those people, they don't go to a fitness or a gym. Like those people who are with the sheep all the time, they walk, they move around, they have very small houses with many layers of stories, and they walk up and down, they climb the stairs all the time.
These very small houses, I remember, yes, we have seen there. Just one room above each other, and 3 or sometimes even 4 stories high.
And when they go to the grocery or to the bar, they don't take a car, they walk. So there's a lot of natural walking. I live in a house, as you know, with 4 stories, and I run up and down all the time. And some of my friends who are maybe 30, 40 say, "Oh, this is not a house for old age." And I say, "Of course, it's the best house for old age, right?" So climbing the stairs is very, very healthy.
There's also research about it.
There's research about it, and we have a holiday home in Switzerland, in Ticino, and you get there if you climb 83 stairs. It's about like going up or down a 4-story building. It's not that much. My grandmother did it all the time like that. And sometimes it's a little hard to rent because people want to drive with a car just in front of the door.
To garage and take an elevator to go up to the apartment.
And so forth. There are a lot of new apartments in Ticino, and you all go down with a car and then take the elevator to your apartment and move to the apartment, go to the shower, to the toilet, to the bathroom, to the sink, and then take the elevator down and take the car and go to the gym. This is not natural movement. This is unnatural movement. So if you rather have a house and you have to climb 100, 200 stairs, this is natural movement. You have to go up and down when you want to buy something, go to a grocery store or go to a bar. So train natural movement and be in nature a lot of times.
Yeah, this is also one of the lessons from the Blue Zones, is that most of these people have their gardens, doing garden work. Garden work is also, they do it till 100 and even 100 and beyond, 110, 115 years, and it's something which is rather good for the body and healthy for the body. So, and at the same time, you're in the nature, you're getting good air, you're in the nature, you're seeing the greens around you, which are very, very well, stress reducing, at least for my mind, when I see around here and all the greens, and I love it.
And it's very quiet here. Even the ocean is very quiet, so people seem to be less stressed here in Sardinia. So the second aspect is a purpose in life, a sense, a vision. And
we had this in our first 4 eVision Live episodes.
And we focused there that this is very important once you get to retirement. The year of the most deaths is the birth year and the retirement year. So if you're retired and you want to live long and healthy, see to get a purpose, a sense of vision in your life. When you're 65, you have statistically about 30 more years to go, which I think is a lot of time. And so find out what your heart says, what's your vision, what's your mission, what's your sense, what's your purpose. And in this Blue Zone research, they talked about this Japanese island that
Yeah.
the people there don't have a name for retirement, which I think is good because retirement, I don't know when this started in history. I think retirement is not more than 100, 200 years old.
Probably not, no.
People used to work till they die
Mhm.
in one way or the other. And so this has to do with our modern lifestyle of working like a robot for 40 years and then being totally exhausted and go into retirement. But that's not a natural state of being.
And if you want to continue, it's very important to have this vision for the rest of your life. And
what you want to do, what's your purpose in life. And they said about this Japanese island, they have a word which means when they wake up in the morning, what's my purpose
for the day.
for the day? What's my sense? What's my vision? What do I want to create on this day? So I think this is a very, very important lesson.
Yes.
So if you want to live long, think about it, feel about it every morning when you're in this trance of going up. What is your vision for the day? What's your sense, or how could you make this day beautiful?
In the research about longevity, they even say that this question of vision, if you have a vision about your day, about your life, it gives you 7 years longer to live statistically.
Yes, statistically. So for you it might even be 10 years. So now is your favorite one, the third one.
Yes, my favorite one is to calm down. Because as a person, I'm always a little bit excited and active, so it's sometimes good to calm down.
And the magic word is slow flow. In Sardinia, the people work a little slower than maybe in Germany. They have breaks, but they work from morning till evening. And like our host, he did a lot of things during the day, but he didn't work all the time on it. And so take a break. Either take a break like they do it here over midday. My grandmother.
They have a siesta, as they call it.
Yes. And my grandmother, she went to sleep from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock every day. She finished lunch and then she said bye-bye to the family. And she had this chair with, I don't know what's it called in English, with ears.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you can write down the English word if you have it. And she closed her eyes and she slept for a while. So just breathe out, slow down. I've a person in my group, she has sort of I call it a vibrator, but it's not a vibrator, but it's a very small thing in her pocket. And
small clock.
Yes, 5 minutes to the hour, it makes boom. And then she relaxes, she breathes out, she closes her eyes, and she centers herself back again from this attraction outside.
Other people like our Bettina, I remember she is doing every day longer meditation in the morning, and then if necessary she takes other meditations in the afternoon when she feels like then she needs some rest.
So that's very, very important to pause for longevity. There's so much distraction outside, so come to your center over and over and over again. What's this German saying? You should relax whenever you don't have the time for it.
Okay.
That's something I'm telling him.
Okay, then we have 2 other factors which, are maybe not that much our theme, but one is eat less.
Eat less.
And the other one is also eat less meat and drink moderately, or
Yes, well, in Loma Linda they don't drink at all. And there is, in Sardinia they have red wine.
they have excellent red wine, which
And-
is have some specific ingredients, which are apparently supposed to be good for health.
And there was this French lady who died in, I don't know, 1990, something like that, with 112 or 15 years. And she smoked till a few years before her death, and then she stopped it because she was worried if she smokes again, she lost her eyesight, that she might burn down the apartment. But she was a smoker, so it's very, very individual, but just choose a healthy, joyful, happy lifestyle for yourself.
Yeah, I think that's the point, that you eat consciously, that you try to eat good and try to reduce the meat quantities. Apparently, the centenaries, they maximum eat 5 meat meals a month. So I think
Yes.
this is what they found out in the statistics.
And in Japan, they have a saying, eat only 80%,
Mhm.
stop before you're really full. And they have a tradition that they have very small dishes, so they don't eat that much. When you go to a restaurant in Germany or to America, you get big plates, you
plates.
get big mugs, you get big bowls.
The glasses.
And
Well, I had this when my stepmother died, and we inherited all the dishes from them. So we found out, we finally decided to keep them,
yes,
but they were so small compared to the
and
plates we
small
have.
coffee cups,
Small
and
coffee
small
cups,
tea
small
cups,
wine glasses. Everything
small
was
wine
much
glass.
smaller than nowadays.
I would say half the size.
Yeah.
And we kept it, and now we know, after we've studied this and got into this longevity stuff, we know that it has a purpose that we kept it.
Yes, and the other factors.
Family.
Family.
Yes, they live in families with their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren. They live in social networks with their friends, so they have a community
Mhm.
where they go and chat and have a little bit of wine, and they are connected. And I think Dan Büttner said isolation is what makes really sick and makes you die early.
Mhm.
This feeling connected to a community is very, very important, and now psychological research knows of these mirror neurons. And if we see old people that are happy, that are joyful, that are strong, that are active, then it changes our inner image
Of aging.
of aging. In Germany, a lot of people, they have relators, they have osteoporosis, and they are not cheerful, they rather look depressed or frightened. And here there is a lot of socializing, which we see in the bars, which we see on benches in front of the church. And so it is very, very important that we change our inner images of aging, of modern aging.
Mhm.
So it becomes joyful, and those people are respected, they are cheered at, they are jubilated for, they are celebrated. So this is very important, that we don't connect aging with relators, with sickness, with depression, with fear, but rather with wisdom, with experience, with laughter, with positive harmony, with joy, with relaxation. So there,
and with the image of youth.
and
To keep this image of youth also always with you. As we said last time, you are 17, I'm 18 years old. And this idea of being young, that you keep this till to your last breath.
yes, to keep your inner child alive, to laugh, to play, to socialize, to be crazy. So this is also connected to the archetype of wisdom.
Mhm.
So for the archetype of wisdom, I also have the nose. We don't have it here in Sardinia. It's the clown, but the clown, actually it relates to both. It relates to the archetype of childhood, and it relates to the archetype of wisdom, just to be relaxed, be cheerful, and be positive, whatever happens.
Hmm. So as Dan Bittner calls it, this is the power of love.
Yes.
And then the question of rituals.
Yes, that it is important to have social rituals over and over and over again, maybe every day, maybe every week, maybe once a month. I do rituals with my self-healing groups, and it is very important to connect on a deeper, reliable level over and over and over again to get different healthy longevity networks.
Mhm. And the another point is to be connected and to be surrounded by people who are similar-minded, who have lived
Yes.
a similar lifestyle.
Yes, to find the right tribe is very important. To have people who mirror longevity, to mirror health, to mirror happiness, to mirror joy, to mirror laughter.
Yeah.
So it becomes a network of laughter, or an echo of laughter, an echo of joy, an echo of love. And if you want to do something very important for your health, for your fulfillment, for your life, then find your tribe and choose a tribe which has the same ethics or the same principles of joy and laughter and happiness and growth and richness.
A
In a
tribe sounds
psychological sense.
like a big group. So it must not be that many people. It must not be 100 or 200 people.
No, they say in Japan they have 5 to 10 people, and they found out Americans used to have 3 close friends, and now it's 1.5. So there's really help needed for that. So
Yeah.
find your tribe, and that's how we came to the idea of opening up a new tribe.
Yes.
We are looking for people too for the next 30, 40, 50 years to grow with, to laugh with, to have adventures with, and to find a way to self-heal, to encourage, to help, and that's what did we do?
So we created a Facebook group. So for everyone who is interested in self-healing, who is wants to live this lifestyle of self-healing, of potential development. I think because these two aspects, self-healing and potential development, for us are really interlinked. Because if you heal yourself, you develop your potentials, then you again getting more healthy, and if you have your vision, then you also have a good chance to live a long and healthy life.
Yes, and it's also a part of this longevity. A few hundred years ago, they said, oh, people can only be 40 or maybe 50 years, and now they found out that the rate people age is much, much longer. Now it's usually, 70, 80 years, and they have statistics which say they might be 110 in 20, 30 years. So there is human potential for that. If that's a good evolutionary idea, that's something else. But we do have the potential, I think, to live longer. And it's important for our children and grandchildren to live longer, to widen our wisdom and to deepen our joy, so we can teach those people something which is valuable for their lives, for their heart, for their bodies, for their soul. So I think it's not like just only longevity, but also a vision which is good for the future and a vision which is good for evolution.
So we are going to create this Facebook group.
Self-healing and potential development.
On Facebook, we give you the link below in the comment section. And we are also happy to get your comments and your thumbs up and your smiles for this eVision Live.
Yes, and the idea is of a network of encouragement, of help, of our 4 values, which are authenticity, which are 100% responsibility, which is heartfulness, which is laughing wisdom, radical positivity. So we have a lot of values in that, and these values also go along with the way we participate and we communicate with each other, and we will put up our values in this group as well. Because I think the vision of longevity, the vision of self-healing and potential development needs other values and other basics, and we will talk about that in another video. Now I want to
Wrap up a little bit.
And tell you again what you can do. First, move naturally. Usually when you take the car, try to go by foot, try to walk.
Or by bicycle, or
buy a house with a lot of stairs, or rent an apartment with a lot of stairs, and friends which are maybe in half a mile distance where you can walk to. Second, find a purpose, find a sense, find a vision for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, for your life. Third, take a break. Slow down. The magic word is slow. Slow. Eat 80% of what you would like to eat. Take care of your family, love your friends, relate, connect, contribute, feel.
Create faith and confidence and practices and rituals.
Yes, practice or invent rituals with your friends so you can deepen your connectedness. Laugh a lot and be thankful every day when the sun sets.
So
it's as easy as that.
Maybe, yes.
Find your healthy, happy longevity lifestyle.
And for this, you can get more inspired by our Facebook group. You can leave your comments there or below here in the comment section. We are really looking forward to it. So thank you so much for watching us, and see you again next Tuesday at the same time.
Open your heart and start. From Sardinia.